How y'all doing today, brothers? And what's going on? Yeah. At that pawn shop right there, at them places, I guess the things are getting what's going on is probably things are getting so bad now. They putting coverings over those places, those stores and pawn shops and stuff, so you won't be able to see what's in there. So it won't, like, if you looking at the stuff. I guess they feel like if you look and see the valuable stuff in there, that it's like it's something tempting to them. It's to try to encourage them. It's to break in them places and stuff like that. That lets you know it's getting really bad out here. It's gonna get really worse than that. The older the time gets and it keep going, it's get worse. Every day it gets worse and worse about the day. So it ain't gonna get no better. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna get worse. You know what I'm saying? It's always gets worse before it turns out pretty good. But the bad destruction always have to come. But anyway, as y'all can see, the title that I have here in this video, people manipulate, and flip what you say. That's what I named the video. People manipulate and flip what you say. And a lot of people knows how to do that, especially if you've been in the game a long goddamn time. You know how, all right, I'll give you a perfect example of it. I'm gonna start from here. Have you ever, somebody ever made you mad, piss you off or something? They just piss you off. They might have offended you in some kind of way. And this is just me, just I'm being general. This is just something just told me to talk about this. I don't know what it was, but that mind, whatever it tell me to talk about, and it come to mind in my mind, the first topic, that's what I'm gonna talk about. I was just meditating on it as I was coming up this way, and now I'm coming back, and I feel compelled is to talk about this here. People knows how to manipulate, and flip what you say. All right, let's go back to my first beginning point. Have you ever, like I said earlier, people ever make you mad? They make you be like, man, why the hell they said that or what they did that for or whatever. They may say certain things or may do certain things, or like you in your mind, you like, why in the hell did they say that? But and they can pick up. They have that sense of I'm just gonna create my own way of saying sense of ideology, knowing that they did. They know, you know what I mean? But what some people try to do, they try to manipulate it because they don't want to be caught in no lie, or they don't want to be caught up in they bullshit. And the person may say, they may start looking a certain way, like, I'm confused. What's going on? What? I haven't did anything. I'm trying to find out what did I do or what happened. And they go to looking at you. You be mad, and they go to looking at you with that blank look, like they don't, like they just didn't try, or acting like they don't know what's going on or something. But what they do is they do something crazy. You ever heard people say people do stuff crazy? They throw a rock and hide their hand. That's pretty much the same thing, like manipulation. People do stuff or say things, and then they'll throw a rock, and then it's like hiding their hand. And they'll try to make it. They'll flip what you say. They'll flip the script and flip it back on you, like you wilding out or something. Like, what the hell? And it's making you look like you the one that's crazy and you stupid. And your instinct gut just say, wait a minute, they did this. But what they doing, they trying to run from the rock that they throw. But in their mind, they know what the hell is going on. But they trying to flip it, and with a sweetly looking damn look on their face, like okay. And at the end of the day, now you're gonna be looking crazy. They're gonna make it seem like, okay, well, make you feel shame and weak for how you felt, and make it seem like, you know how you can be talking to people and they'll say things like, some people will do it like this. What are you talking about? Some people say, what the hell you mean? What you mean? What? I don't know what you're talking about. They'll flip it and act like that, and they really good at it. They'll turn around and flip with, like, that's their way of flipping the whole thing and flipping it on you and turning it on you, making it seem like it was all you tripping. They'll make it seem like it was you that was tripping. You see what I'm saying? And in your mind, you like, wait a minute, I know I'm not crazy now. I know damn well I'm not crazy. I don't know why. Something just told me to speak on this here. I don't know what it was. And when that that instinct tell me to speak on something, guess what? I'm gonna speak on it. And so that's what happened. I was just walking and I was just thinking about how some people are so manipulative and they've been doing it for so long. It's just in some people to be that way. It's in them. It's just in some people is to be manipulative. Some people, it's just in their gene. They can't help it. It's in their blood, bro. Bro, it's in their blood. You hear me? And some people just can't help what they do. And it's just part of who they are. Either they'll be like, huh? Even if you do say something low, they not really genuine about what they say or do. You see what I'm saying? They go, like, huh? And they'll be like, uh, oh, I didn't mean any harm. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that it'll be something like that. You know what I mean? And you sitting up there like, okay, okay, that's really nice that they, but at the same time, underneath the surface, sometime I'm not trying to just beat the hell out of them up. In some instances, they mean well. Some instances, they do that and hide because they don't want you to really know that they actually really what did offend you. Now, some people is unaware of it, and some people will come and apologize and say, "Well, you know what? I didn't really mean that. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean such and such, so on and so on and so forth." Some people will say that. Some people really meant well. So let me just put that out there. So I don't want to be tripping and wilding out making this video, and then some people like, oh well, I disagree with it. Oh wait a minute, I hear somebody calling me. I don't know who that is. Oh, I don't know who that is. If it's a number and I don't recognize it, I don't even answer it. Yeah, if somebody just call me, and if it's a number that I don't recognize, then I don't answer it. Yeah, but if it's a number that I recognize, oh, you know for sure that I will answer it. But you got a lot of people that's good at doing that, and some people pick it up from the influence of the people that they grew up around. Sometimes it's your environment. What it says in the scriptures: by beholding, you become changed. By doing it, by seeing what you see. Behold means you see it. You looking up on it. You is around it. If you behold, you take it in. You when you around that type of stuff, it pretty much will roll off and rub off on you. And you pretty much whatever you take in, like it goes um into the thing the common word. You are what you eat. It just don't mean physically. It means what you take in. It goes with what you look at on TV, what you listen to. All that type of stuff plays a big role into you being um contributing to you being who you are. It plays a big role in it. You know what I mean? And then it can be genetically. Can curse it can be it's just sometimes it's just part of the curses. Can you break cycles? Yes. I believe it because I used to be bad. I used to be a bad mischief. I was worse than my other two brothers. That was years ago. I was a child. I was a baby, 13 years old. 10, 11, and 12, and 13. I was worse than both of them put together. And but anyway, yeah, man, people, when you talking to them, don't get into no misunderstanding with them. Oh, don't let them be worldly. They'll damn you try to hurt you. And in your mind, they're like, They'll just try to just flip it and make it seem like you the one that's tripping. You know what I mean? They'll be like, "What is you talking about?" Like, and when they, or either they may not come out and tell you what you're talking about, they may just look at you and look strange, like, "What's going on? I don't know what's going on. Why is he flipping out like this? What's going on?" Or something like that. Now, I do understand that accidents happen. Yes, accidents can happen. People, um, people can, because a lot of time things, weird stuff can happen, and I didn't even understand. And I'd be like, "Damn, why did he do that? Like, damn, why did he do this? And why did he do that? And why did he do this? And you'd be like, oh, that's why," or something like that. Now, I'm talking about in an instant where people willfully try to play those games. They willfully try to flip what you say on purpose, or if that person, or if they done you something, even if they done you something, they'll try to throw a rock and hide their hand like they don't know what you're talking about. That is a sign and evidence and traits of a spirit of manipulation. Manipulation means you have the ability is to be able to make it, to manipulate a situation and deceive people into believing that you're innocent. You know how to lie. You know how to wiggle your way out of certain things and make and plead to be this innocent person. People knows how to do that. Some people are so good at what they do until they have that way about them, that persona. They knows how to convince. They have the spirit, and they really smart in their mind, and they knows how to take, and they know how to use their words properly. They knows how to do all kinds of different things, is to make it seem like, oh damn, okay, well maybe I was tripping. But you deceive yourself, or they deceive you, or convince you with their with their persona, with that manipulating persona that they have. And like, damn, you know what, I was wrong. But reality, you wasn't wrong. It's just that they took, and it depends on the situation. They took and manipulated it. Now, if you've done something pretty much wrong, for the most part, you're gonna feel some type of way. You're gonna be like, well, you know what? Let me make sure I'm not tripping, because I believe I might have was tripping. And I know I be most of it. Sometimes I know I can be tripping, and when it turns around that I'm wrong, you do feel bad, and it makes you feel a little weird. You know what I mean? And you end up going to the person and you say, you know what, my bad. I was really wrong for that. Uh, I really apologize for being taking it such, taking it like that. I need to grow up, and I did. It's my fault because I didn't grow up, and I didn't learn how to be as more mature as I should be. It's my fault because that was my immaturity on my part. And I understand that. You know, yeah, I understand that, and that's understandable. You know what I mean? And so that's understandable. But I'm talking about on a level to where, and I'm just reiterating. It sounds like I'm repeating myself, but I'm trying not to. But sometimes you can reiterate it so that people can understand. Um, I hate when people do that though. Like, you know how you be like, nah, you know what? Have you ever been in a situation where you just say, nah, well, you know what? They offended me, and you know what? Forget it. I'm not going to even worry about it, because I don't want them to feel like that I'm wilding out, and I'm trying to make a big fuss out of it, a big deal out of it. So let it go. But in your mind, you still got it in the back of your mind. You ain't letting them know that. Or you be like, they be like, is you good? You like, yeah, I'm good, I'm good. You trying your best is to like dust it off or something like that. And you're doing it. And don't get me wrong, you're not. I'm just speaking across the globe. This is just in general, because everybody, I'm pretty sure everybody done, a lot of people done been through that. You experienced that. If you watching this video right now for the first time, if you gotten this far in this video, then you know what I'm talking about. You've been around people, or either you might have been guilty of doing it yourself. You know that you was wrong when you was out in the world, and then all of a sudden somebody asks you something, and you don't want them to catch you in that guilt trip lie, and you be like, you try to play it off like what you talking about. It can be any situation. What you talking about? It can be anything. Man stole something, huh? They get a big surprised look on their face. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hold on. Yeah, have y'all ever been in a situation like that? I think I might have had with certain people. A lot of times you'd be like, oh, and if you do open your mouth and say something, you try to say it in a way where they can like kind of read, but get the point of what you're saying. They really ciphering out what you're saying. You say it in a way like you'll say something like, well, you know how some people try to manipulate. You get you know what I'm saying. Some people try to manipulate the situation and make it seem like you ain't this type of person. And some people are just bold enough and come out and just tell you, wait a minute, you're saying it like that. Are you? Let me ask you something. Are you talking about me? Are you referring to me that's done something or whatever? Are you talking about me? Now some people will. Now I think I might have did that before. Or either I just say, well, you might be talking about me, but I'm gonna let you know up front. It ain't me, and I ain't guilty of nothing. And I ain't trying to be, I'm not saying it to be funny, but if you referring to me or whatever, um, then it's not me. Now I do that, if I'm in a situation to where somebody making me feel a certain type of way or something. How you doing there, Mingo? All right, all right. Yeah, yeah. But anyway, um, well, it looked like we both was in a hurry. But um, yeah, it's like, and it's nothing wrong with that. That's like them defending themselves. They want to make sure that they're in the clear. You want to make sure you in the clear. You want to let them know you up front. And what they really trying to say too is that if you're gonna say something, don't beat around the bush. Just let me know. Just come to me and be like, hey, look, you did me this, and I want to talk to you for a minute. You offended me in this area, you did that, or you did such and such. I don't know why I started talking about this topic, y'all. Something just told me to talk about it because it came up in my mind within a couple of matter of seconds, and something just said, well, talk about it. So I just said, I'm gonna talk about it. Now, I think I experienced this years ago coming up as a child. I felt like certain people offended me or something like that. And I probably sometimes I'll say I took it, it was the way I took it. Sometimes I was right, sometimes I was wrong. Sometimes I was right, sometimes I was wrong. Sometimes you can get it right, sometimes you can get it wrong. That's just the way it is. It's just the way sometimes uh timing and hours and days, and it's just the way. Sometimes it's just the way it'll be. Sometime, you know what I mean. When you dealing with real life issues and stuff. Sometimes you don't want it to be there, but sometimes it's just the way thing it'll be like that. Sometimes. So yes, I have been in situations like that to the point to where um that somebody offended me, and I just either sometimes I will come out. If they come up front and tell me, well, certain things, then I just say, well, you know what? Let me open up and just be upfront and let them know that, hey, you know what? I was offended by what you said. I was offended by what you said. I was like this. I did, And then sometime if I'm wilding out, if I say, well, you know what? I'm doing too much, and let me just let it go. Or either I just say, you know what? I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna forget about it and just wipe my slate really clean and just move on. Life goes on. I don't want to be sitting there focusing on no crazy shit, and whatever. I just sometimes I just let it go. Yeah, but I'm trying to see if there's anything else I want. So let me know in the comment section if y'all have, if you can relate to that, if what I'm saying it makes any sense or whatever. Just let me know. Give me y'all thoughts. You know what I'm saying? What are y'all thoughts on what I was talking about? Do you know a friend? Do you know a family member? Maybe a father, a mother, a niece, or uncle, a nephew, a cousin, a great cousin that went through that? If you one of those people, then you just let me know down below in the comment section. Comment down below and just let me know if you had a similar situation that you went through, and then you asked somebody about it, and then they flipped it and looked at you a certain way, like you tweaking out or you wilding out or something, and then you ended up giving in like, okay, well, maybe I am tripping. And then months later, you come to a conclusion like, you know what, I wasn't really tripping. They really, how you go off your first instinct and you try to change it. It's like you go on your second instinct. They say it's better to go off of your first instinct. If that gut is telling you that's what it is, more than likely, I'm not saying all the time, but more than likely you'll be right. You see what I'm saying? And the truth will come out. The best way that I deal with it is what I do. I just expose them and let them know what they are doing. Or either I just say it in a certain way that they can get it, or either I just, or if I have to come forward and come up and upfront them with it, I just say, well, I'm gonna be honest with you. The way I felt like the look that you gave me a certain look to let me to like if I feel a certain type of way, then you gonna look at me like, okay, this homeboy is hold on. You gonna look at me like, hold on. Does he realize how stupid he look right now? You'll get those vibes, like they'll give you that vibe to let you know, now you stupid now. You know how stupid you look, sitting up here judging me and I ain't meant no harm. You'll get that vibe. They may not come out and say it, but you get that vibe like, okay, what is you tripping or tweaking about? Or me offending you or something. Now they may know how to manipulate the situation and know how to like kind of make you feel calm and comfortable and stuff like that. Uh, or if I did you anything, I'm unaware of it and stuff like that, whether they knew or not. Now, some people, like I said, let me reiterate, some people don't mean harm. Let me just put that out there because I can't judge everybody across the board and say that people mean harm because I would be wrong for saying that. You see what I'm saying? I would be absolutely 1,000% wrong if I took and judged. Hold on, let me turn my camera around. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me do this here. I'm gonna turn my camera around right quick. That way I'll be able to see. Probably ain't gonna be as clear. Front. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes, yeah, like I said, now don't get me wrong, some people don't mean any harm. Some people just don't. And maybe I don't want to feel like I'm reiterating the same points over and over. But let me know if y'all ever experienced that. You know what I mean? Just like I said earlier. Uh, do you feel like this? I feel like this was an interesting topic to talk about. I feel like it is. Comment. I love reading comments, and I love interacting with my audience. You know, I love interacting with my audience. Just let me know what's up in the comment section. Um, you know, and I'll just come back if I left anything out. I'll just come back and just do a part two or whatever. People manipulating, flipping what you say. People manipulate and flip what you say. That's the video title. So yeah, people do that. All right, I'm out.